this is Nate of the Nathan's Road in Washington blog, and I'm going to do an honest video review of the Gigaware 4-port Modular USB 2.0 hub. Now this is the front of the package, and here's what it looks like on the back. And that's a picture of what it looks like. And I'm going to open it up here. It just comes open really easy here. Just pull this open. And here's the insert thing that they put in here. And it's got a paper in it. This is just on RF emissions information. I looked for warranty information on this product, but I couldn't find any. So it's probably like 90 days or something. Since this is a Gigaware product, it's a radio. It's sold pretty much exclusively at Radio Shack, and this particular device is made in China. And it sells for about $25. That's what I paid for it. And here's what it looks like on the inside. This is it right here. It's got 4 things here to plug USB things into. And then it has 2 on the other end. The black one here, this one here, plugs into the computer or whatever you want to use the hub with. And this red one is like you plug in, it gives you more power. If this one doesn't have enough power in it, then you can use the red one for extra power. Now, according to the package, you do not need to use this red one. You can just use the black one for this hub if the power requirements of the USB things that you're planning on using it with are low powered, like mouses and keyboards. A lot of them don't require much power, so you can just plug in the black one. You don't need the red one plugged in too. But if you're going to use this like with a hard drive or with an external CD, DVD burner, the package says that you probably need to use both. Plug both of them into the computer for extra power here. And on the back side of this, it's hard to see, but it's referred to on here. It says it's made in China, and it says right below that USB 2.0 4-port Squid Hub. The reason why they call it a squid is because it's like a squid. It has a lot of arms, long arms here, which is nice. See, it has these long arms. I got kind of still tied up here, the tie thing around it still, so you can see the cord's pretty long on this end. Now with this hub here, you can use it with a computer. Usually there's 2 USB ports close together, so the cord's kind of short on this end, so it's not that big of a deal that this cord's that short if you're using it with a computer. But if you're using this with the, I bought it for to use with a host cable for the Archos 32 internet tablet. Well, this one would go into the one end of the USB host cable, but this one would have to go into a power source. So you'd have to have like an extension cord here, a USB extension cord with a female end on one end and a male end on the other one to get it to reach the computer. And this Squid Hub thing here, it, like all other hubs, will not work with the WD-TV if you're trying to use it with the WD-TV, unless you have like one of their hacked firmwares. But since I didn't want to take the chance of ruining my WD-TV, I'm not going to attempt to use it on WD-TV, since it's WD-TV. Western Digital does not support USB hubs at this time on WD-TV. Now I'm going to show you what happens when I plug it in. I got the WD hard drive in one USB thing here. Then one of the other Squid arms, I got this Kensington mouse thing here, wireless mouse adapter. So now I plug these two in to the USB. I plug it into the USB thing here. Plug that one in, and since I'm using the one with the hard drive that requires more power, I'm going to plug the red one in too. And now it's saying that they're ready to use and that the device driver software installed successfully. Now before you remove these two USB plugs here, you should always safely remove things just like you always would. And then once the devices that need to be safely removed before they're ejected are safely removed, then you can go ahead and plug them out, or unplug them, take them out. Finally, I want to mention that all four of these things here support USB 2.0. And they also are backwards compatible with USB 1.1 and USB 1.0. So that means they all support the high speed 2.0 speed, which is 480 megabytes per second. But they do not support USB 3.0, which is fairly new. And most devices, there's very few USB 3.0 devices on the market right now, and I believe most of the ones that do support 3.0 also will support 2.0, so they'll still work, even if you bought something that's 3.0, like some of these new Western Digital hard drives. And this product is supported on both the PC and the Macintosh. So overall, this USB 4-port hub thing from Radio Shack here, it is very nice. It's not the cheapest one on the market, but you know, and it doesn't support USB 3.0, but keep in mind it's very new, so it's not an issue right at the moment. Probably won't be for at least a year or two. So overall, this is a nice one here. And like I said, if you're planning on buying this for the WDTV or WDTV Live Plus, it won't work because Western Digital does not support USB hubs at this time. So this is Nate with the Nathan's Road in Washington blog. See you on the next review.